आप दूसरा बुक निकाल रहे हैं जाओ उधर से आओ तब तक वाला शुगर
Okay, so a very good evening to all my dear students, and I think most of the students are upcoming exam going students. So without wasting much of time, because we know that your time is very precious, very few days are left, especially for the diploma exams which are going to come in next 5 to 7 days, and then the DNB exams which will be coming from the end of June month. Okay, so welcome all to the platform of Mentora. Few important points we want to tell you before you go and sit in your exams. Okay, and whatever you have learned, whatever you have revised till now, these are the important things which you need to follow before going anywhere. Okay, so first and foremost thing, what are the last moment tips? The most important thing is the last 10 years DNB question bank, and this is what we are doing since last 8 months, because DNB will repeat the last 10-year questions. So focus on all those questions which are asked at least 5 to 6 times in last 5 to 10 years. But now you don't have time to go through all the 10 years question bank, so you can go for at least 5-year question bank, and whatever have been asked 5 to 6 times, that will be repeated for sure. So if you are prepared for each and every question from last 10 years, you are going to pass the DNB exam. That is for sure, because we know that DNB will repeat the exams. Second, and the most important thing, when you will be sitting in your exams for the 3 hours, your time management is very, very important. You will have 4 papers back to back. Now there won't be any gap in any set of papers. You will go, give your papers, come back, sleep, or wake up again, go back to the next day. Okay, each paper will have 10 questions. You will have a time duration of total 180 minutes. Now, what is the most important thing? When you will be sitting in your examination hall, watches will not be allowed. Second, there won't be watches on the wall also. Okay, so you cannot see the time of the 3 hours on the clock. Now whatever will be displayed on your screen, that will be a countdown which will be displayed. Okay, countdown means it will start from 180 minutes, then 179, then 178, like this. Okay, so try to cover one question in at least 15 minutes, because you have 18 minutes for one question and 5 pages for one question. Okay, so you have to spare at least 3 minutes from each question. Okay, so you have to try to cover each and every question in only 15 minutes and spare a total duration of 30 minutes for some questions that you don't know the answers. So leave the page, attempt the questions at the end. Okay, whatever questions you don't know, just leave the page of the answer. Don't sit and try to remember, this is the answer, that is the answer. No, don't waste time. Just leave the pages of those questions, because for every question you will be allotted 2.5 pages. That is total of 5 pages. Okay, so leave those pages with the questions which you don't know the answer. Go at the end. Okay, but don't change the sequence. The sequence of the question paper should remain the same, because your question papers will be torn up and it will be given to different examiners. Each paper will be checked by 5 different examiners, and the examiner will be having particular set of questions only to check. So don't change the sequence of questions. Okay, first 4 questions will be with one examiner. If you change the sequence, that examiner will not have that particular question which is after 4th question. Okay, so that is why sequence of the question is very important. So don't waste time in remembering the answer in between. Just leave the pages. Try to cover each and every question for which you know the answer in 15 minutes, and at the end you will be getting 30 minutes. In that you write whatever you are coming in your mind and finish off the answer. But don't leave any question. Whatever you know, you just write it down. Third important thing, whatever was shown in front of the screen before starting the session were the topics that are probably to come for recent advances. Okay, so read the latest news of your field, whatever is coming, read some latest articles and collect 30 to 40 topics in advance. We have given you a collection of these topics, so you can go through these topics and make an answer. But don't try to read new things now at the end, because you will go in anxiety, you will go in vain, and whatever you have learned till now, you'll forget everything. So don't try to read new things. Okay, collect these 30 to 40 topics which we have shown in your on your screen, and some few more topics. Prepare the answers. From these only the recent advances will come, and some questions will be repeated from the previous set of questions. And sometimes it is not necessary that recent advance will ask something extraordinary. They will ask you basic EBUS, they will ask you basic thoracoscopy in recent advances also. Now, you don't have time, but yes, this is important because DNB students, they do not have a handwritten institute. Most of you are typing on the computers and making prescriptions and history and everything. So you don't have time to write. So you have lost the practice of writing. Maybe the last time you have written something in your exams was in your MBBS time. So at least 2 mock practice tests. Spare 3 hours of your entire 24 hours duration, because most of the students might be relieved from their duties and it is not possible to study entire 24 hours. Otherwise, you will go in complete anxiety. Okay, so spare at least 3 hours and 2 mock practice tests. Pick up the latest question papers, either October or May 2024 paper or 2023 paper, and solve it on yourself. Put a stopwatch in front of you. Don't put a watch in front of you. Put a stopwatch with a timer of 180 minutes and write 2 mock practice tests before you go to the exams. At least this will make you come in writing form again and again, because believe me, it is very difficult if you write after 3 years, because 3 years you have not written anything and now you straight away sit in your exams, things will not come in your mind. So this is very important. Now, very important because you are having limited pages in DNB. It's not like MD that you can write unlimitedly. Okay, so कहानियाँ नहीं लिखनी है. Limited time and limited pages, very very important. Each question will have 2 to 3 subset of questions also. Okay, if it is sepsis, they will ask you definition of sepsis, they will ask you pathophysiology of sepsis, they will ask you 1 hour golden bundle time, and they will ask you management of sepsis. So every question will have 2 to 3 sub questions. So stick to the points. If they have asked you signs and symptoms, write only signs and symptoms. Okay, don't sit and write the complete pathology, because in 5 marks, if you keep on writing irrelevantly, you are never going to complete your papers. So signs and symptoms, write signs and symptoms. If they have asked you management, write evaluation and management. If they ask you pathophysiology, write pathophysiology and draw the diagram. Okay, but unnecessary, don't write from beginning to end, otherwise you are not going to complete your papers. Okay, write headings and subheadings properly in each and every class, and each and every question has been written in a point-wise manner, in a flow chart, in a heading, in a subheading manner. Never write unnecessary paragraphs in your answer. And most important thing, draw diagrams, draw flow charts of each and every question, because the examiners will not read big paragraphs. Even if I am your examiner and I am checking your notebook, I will not be reading big paragraphs. If you have written systematically in a diagrammatic way, if you have made flow charts, and all the students who are a part of Mentora, every question we have given in the form of flow charts, we have given in the form of points, we have given in the form of diagram. Okay, so please draw diagrams, please make flow charts of each and every questions, and don't write unnecessary big paragraphs. Okay, and the most important thing, don't keep anything for the end. Now, why this is important? Because the 4 set of papers will be back to back. Okay, and many times the exam centers, they give exam slots in the evening also. Okay, mostly they are in the morning, but sometimes in the evening also. But even if it is in the morning, your exam centers will be far away from your place. You will be coming back, you will be tired. Take proper sleep after coming back to exam. Believe me, don't sit and start reading again and again. Rest is very important. These 4 days of your life will be very hectic, but later on you will be realizing that these were the most beautiful days of your life. Okay, so never come straight away from your exam and start studying. Come, take your lunch, relax, take a sleep of 1 hour, and then start studying. But don't study anything new in these 4 days. Whatever you have studied, keep on revising them only. So make a list of questions that yes, you are going to revise these questions. Okay, any question can come in any set of paper. It is not necessary that recent advance में recent advance आएगा, anatomy physiology में सिर्फ anatomy physiology आएगी. No, anything can come in any set of papers. So don't keep anything for the end. Make a list of 100 questions that you have to complete before 4 days. Okay, so that in the next 4 days you are just going to sit, relax, revise, and go with a fresh mind. Okay, anxiety and tension will let you forget whatever you have read till now. Okay, so you have to come with a clear mind, you have to come with a proper vision, and make sure that you have read properly, if you have revised properly, if you have made a practice of writing at least 2 mock tests, you will definitely going to cover your papers in a very good way in the next 3 years in your exams. So the key of this today's lecture is revision plus time management. Okay, try to revise more and more whatever you have studied. Try to see the pictures, try to see the flow charts, try to see the diagrams, plus try to get time management, not to at least one mock test. Okay, now 1 month is there for the June DNB exams, and at least 5 to 7 days is there for diploma students. Okay, so at least one mock test. Today only you can give it. Is 7:30. Our lecture will end at 8 o'clock. Sit at 9 o'clock, 9 to 12, complete a paper. Okay, and send us a message how many students have completed a paper in 3 hours. This is very, very important. Okay. So at the end, make a predictable list of questions of all the 4 sets before only. 70 to 80 questions निकाल लो पहले से कि ये सारे चारों पेपर में कोई से भी पूछे जा सकते हैं, ठीक है? Because there is no clear cut topic wise demarcation, and DNB does repeat a lot of questions. That is why Mentora has done solution of last 10 years question papers. So please revise and revise whatever questions we have covered, whatever PDFs and videos we have given, and mug up all the things. So let's beat the passing rate of DNB exams this time. Okay, I have displayed the list of questions that are probably to be asked in the recent year advances. We'll be displaying it once again. Right now, I'm handling my mic to Dr. Shweta. She'll be giving you some more important tips and points. Dr. Shweta, please share your screen. And
thank you, Dr. Shazia. Good evening to all the students. So see, as Dr. Shazia very clearly mentioned that what and how has to be done. For most important, time management is the most important thing, and attempting all questions. This is important. So basically you need to understand the questions will be asked from anatomy. Questions will be asked from the clinics like sarcoidosis or HSP. One particular disease will be asked. Could be asked from drug and procedure. So whenever you are writing the answer, see, when you know the topic, you will write it. There are 2 problems. If you know the topic very well and the question asked is of 2 marks or 5 marks, then also what happens? People keep on writing. Then also you have to make it a point कि कितना लिखना है वो जरूरी है. और दूसरा, जब आपको कुछ भी नहीं आता, for example, then क्या लिखना है? That is also important. You need not leave the page blank. If any drug is asked and you don't know, but you must have used it, heard it, anything, then give subheadings and write whatever you know. Okay, normal side effects, mechanism of action, what it is used. Agar ek point bhi sahi hai, at least you will get 1 marks. And 1 marks is also important. If you don't know anything, for example, immunotherapy in lung cancer, you know nothing. You just know 2 drug ka naam yaad hai, nivolumab yaad hai bas. So immunotherapy, you will write immunotherapy is actually targeting the immune cells and it is used in the lung cancer. And basic, I'm telling you, very basic. The mechanism of action, there are several mechanism of action hypothesized for it, the name of the drug. इतने में 1 number मिलेगा कम से कम. And if you know it, it's very well. This is for the adverse situation I'm telling you, when you don't know anything. And if you know something which is very well, for example, if you are knowing, so example, say the question is of 5 marks, sarcoidosis. So sarcoidosis is something which you have seen, which you know, most of you must be knowing. And if I ask you to write, you can write pages about it. Sarcoidosis का clinical trial से लेके सारा definition से लेके extra pulmonary manifestations, treatment, management, everything you will write. But देखना है कि question क्या है, सिर्फ 5 marks है. So is the question is of sarcoidosis, or is the question is pulmonary sarcoidosis, or is the question stages of sarcoidosis, or the question is sarcoidosis in which treatment is indicated? What is question asking? If it is just sarcoidosis, then you will have to mention very shortly it is a granulomatous multisystem disorder, and then you will have to say ki extrapulmonary and pulmonary manifestation. In pulmonary manifestation, what will be the clinical features? Commonly cough, shortness of breath, all these, and there's SCADing classification into just 2 lines. Just since it is 5 marks, it will be 10 marks. Then you have to write more. SCADing classification into 4 stages: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. And then the clinical features you have mentioned, and then indications. Then not every case of pulmonary sarcoid to be treated, only organ life-threatening condition has to be treated with steroid. Then the examiner knows that you know it. For 5 marks also, you have given him the entire information. Extra pulmonary manifestation, any system can be involved: derma, ophthal, cardiac, musculoskeletal system, and then endocrine glands, all things. Just enumerate. So you need to know when to write and what. Then anatomical question. First paper, at least 3 to 4 questions will be from the anatomy. Basic anatomy like tracheal bronchus, secondary pulmonary lobule, very high chances that it can come. So see, if you are going to attempt this question in the last, So remember, if you're not having time, draw it, make a diagram, write the definition. You will get 2.5 marks. But अगर डायग्राम बहुत गंदा बनाते हो, बिल्कुल नहीं आता है, तो कुछ तो बना पाओगे, कुछ भी बना के make it. What is secondary pulmonary? It is a basic unit of the lung structure. It has who defined it, redefined it, and then structure में आप normal polyhedral shape बना दोगे, एक vein बना दोगे, इतना तो कर सकते हो, वो बना दिया. और what is the importance of SPL that you write? The nodules, depending upon the position of the nodules, we can have a differentials. So that you mentioned. So anatomy में ये चीज करना है. Drugs का कोई भी आता है, as I told you, उसमें mechanism. तो क्या आ रहा है क्या नहीं, procedure कुछ आता है, कोई question आती है procedure पूछने के लिए. Then you have to mention procedure use किस में हो रहा है. Like EBUS आ रहा है, you will write. EBUS elastography आता है. Then even if you don't know, you should know elastography. Collagen से related है कुछ EBUS से related है. Use your mind, be cool, and then write. Then you have to mention it कि हाँ ये EBUS के साथ associate कर रहे. Still in the not yet in the market, still in the pipeline, and what it does, it actually helps us know where the tissue is malignant by knowing the percentage of collagen. All this PDF to note I have given. So this is how you have to see and do. And now what you can do, जितना चीजें हो चुकी हैं बस revise करो. ज़्यादा perplex, anxiety. Many students are texting me, मैम ये नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ. लास्ट तक सब किसी का सब कुछ नहीं होता है. Believe me, you people know it. जो वार्ड में अगर काम किया है उससे भी चीजें आती है. Normally that is also sufficient. Linezolid toxicity आती है क्वेश्चन 5 marks. That is also a question for 5 marks. तो उसमें 4 टॉक्सिसिटी आप लिख रहे हो, that is more than sufficient, है ना. ब्रोंकियल थर्मोप्लास्टी फॉर एग्जांपल आता है, या एनटीबी स्ट्रैटेजी आते. 3 जो SDGs हैं वो आप बस डिस्क्राइब कर दो, दैट इज सफिशिएंट. इट्स नॉट कि हाउ मच यू आर राइटिंग, इट्स द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट वेदर यू आर मेंशनिंग इट और नॉट. दैट इज दे वांट टू नो वेदर यू नो द टॉपिक और नॉट. इफ यू नो द टॉपिक, दैट इज ऑल. दिस इज ऑल दे वांट. अब DLCO फॉर एग्जांपल आता है, इट इज फॉर 5 मार्क्स. राइटिंग के लिए वो 4 पेज पे लिख सकते हैं. तो DLCO में डेफिनेटली अब तुम नोट्स देखोगे उसमें सारा बहुत सारे कॉजेज दिए जब इंक्रीज हो रहा है, डिक्रीज हो रहा है. इफ यू जस्ट राइट DLCO डिफ्यूजन है, डिफ्यूजन मेजर करने के लिए कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड यूज कर रहे हैं, डोंट राइट द फॉर्मूलाज एंड ऑल. जस्ट फिर फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग DLCO, तो फिजियोलॉजिकल कंडीशन जिसमें इंक्रीज हो रहा है, पैथोलॉजिकल कंडीशन इंक्रीज हो रहा है, फिजियोलॉजिकल जिसमें डिक्रीज हो रहा है, पैथोलॉजिकल जिसमें डिक्रीज हो रहा है, सो दैट यू कैन फिट इन. नेवर लीव अ क्वेश्चन प्लीज. ऑलवेज 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 कुछ भी हो जाए क्वेश्चन छोड़ के नहीं आना, छूटना नहीं चाहिए. ये नहीं कि टाइम नहीं मिला क्वेश्चन छूट गया. दैट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ मॉक टेस्ट, व्हाट डॉक्टर शाजिया वाज एम्फसाइजिंग, कि मॉक टेस्ट दो, क्वेश्चन छूटना नहीं चाहिए किसी भी हाल में. अगर लास्ट में टाइम आप देख रहे हो टाइमर जा रहा है, 3 क्वेश्चंस बचे, उस हिसाब से क्वेश्चन को शॉर्ट करो दिमाग में और लिखो, बट क्वेश्चंस लिखना जरूरी है. आई होप एनीथिंग यू वांट टू आस्क.
Yes, anything if you want to ask, please open your mics and ask.
This session was only for doubts only. If you have any doubts regarding exam.
Yes, anybody? So I think students are not having any doubts. So things are pretty clear that you have to revise, you have to make time management, and you have to go with a relaxed mind. Okay, don't go in anxiety, don't go in depression, and be confident. It is not that difficult. Okay, it is not that difficult. We can clear DNB exams in 1 attempt also. Okay, the only thing is how precisely and how intelligently we are dealing with the question papers. Okay, so I think we should wind up, Dr. Shweta.
Yes.
Okay, so all the best to all the dear students. Anything, if you want to contact us, you can message us, you can call us, okay, for any kind of doubts, and we are here with you. And all the best to all the upcoming June DNB exam students.
All the best to all of you.
So we are ending this meeting for all today, okay? And please do a mock test today itself.